Please stop singing love songs to my girlfriend. Please quit with lullabies right before bed. It's one thing to hear you all day on the stereo.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Prophetic Edge podcast. I've got a little bone to pick with John Mayer. A couple of years ago, I moved to Chicago and became a real big fan. Listened to a lot of his stuff, watched his live concerts that you could get on DVD. And then all of a sudden I realized that something was happening. Every young woman that I knew had lots of John Mayer in her collection. And then the era of iPods was upon us, and everybody had a lot of John Mayer in their iPod. And it didn't bother me so much until I started dating somebody who I sang about last week on the podcast, Anna Stroud, and we were hanging out, and every once in a while, meaning like every hour or so, she would pop in a CD into the CD player if we were on a road trip or just hanging around the house, and it would be John Mayer. And all of a sudden I realized that John Mayer was singing love songs to basically every guy's girlfriend in at least the United States, if not also Canada and Britain, and perhaps South America if he has done any Spanish language CDs. And I thought that this was, a problem. He's a very entertaining, guy, but at the same time, I don't really need him singing love songs to my girlfriend or fiance, and I would hope that he wouldn't be singing them to yours. So I thought that he'd probably be a reasonable guy, and that he'd probably respond fairly well to just, a flat out, lay it on the line, be honest with each other kind of request. And so I wrote this song as just an opportunity for us, the men and males of the United States, to request that John Mayer cease and desist singing love songs to our girlfriends and being the last thing that they hear before going to bed at night. To this point, I have yet to hear from John or his publicist or record company. But if they at any point would like to, contact me, I'm available via email at carlthomasgladstone.com. But without further ado, listen to this song called A Word with John.
Dear John, I have a little request on behalf of me and my brothers. With all accolades thereunto, pray appeal reaches you. Help resolve this little matter among others. Please stop singing love songs to my girlfriend. Please quit with lullabies right before bed. It's one thing to hear you all day in the stereo headphones, maybe, and I'm just a green-eyed nitwit, but I pray a word with John will reinstate my world. And if you could whip up a tune where you come off as rude and conceited. You would earn my eternal thanks. I could lift up my face and return to her place undefeated. Please stop singing love songs to my girlfriend. Please quit with lullabies right before bed. It's one thing to hear you all day on a stereo, headphones maybe, and I'm just a green-eyed nitwit, but I pray a word with John will reinstate my world. And I see in your letter it's clear that your publicist thinks that's disaster. Well, anyway, I thought I could try. Best I better get by making out with you there in the background. Please stop singing love songs to my girlfriend. Please quit with lullabies right before bed. It's one thing to hear you all day on a stereo, headphones maybe. I'm just a green-eyed nitwit, but I pray a word with John will reinstate my world. My world.
So there you have it. A request for John Mayer to cease and desist singing love songs to my girlfriend. I hope that he also stops doing that for yours. For this week's Prophetic Edge podcast, it's Carl Thomas Gladstone signing out. Have a good one. Listen and support your local music scene, and we'll see you next time.